Reacher delves into its titular character's past with Xavier Quinn and Dominique Cole following the release of the 3-episode Season 3 debut. Reacher worked on cases that had a personal link in each season of the show, and this one could be the most sad yet. Reacher is aware that Quinn's murder of Dominique may have been prevented, but he was not at blame for the deaths of his brother or his former special investigator co-workers. The tension in Season 3 thus far has been caused by Reacher's attempts to stay undercover in the shadowy criminal organization he thought Zachary Beck was in charge of. This episode demonstrated that Julian McCabe, Beck's real boss, is merely Quinn's alias. Reacher was able to travel a little more freely for a confab with his DEA agent pals, though, because he has gained some trust from Beck. He was able to fabricate the idea that Beck was being attacked by using the deaths of several of Quinn's men. Reacher will have to perform even more dubious tasks now that he is a hired gun for the group. Although he is working for Quinn's head, Susan Duffy enlisted him to protect Teresa, an informant she forced to go undercover. The fact that Reacher views his failure with Dominique as the same thing, regardless of the particular variances, is possibly the most significant aspect in the episode. The hardest part of Reacher's mission wasn't securing his cover. As Reacher attempts to negotiate the perilous waters of his assignment, the back third of Dominique depicts the new issue he encounters. Quinn offered Duffy and her boyfriend a laptop after he killed some of his men. Reacher's new pals are in danger because Quinn can, of course, follow this device. He was sent by Beck to assist other hired guns in eliminating these intruders. The only bright spot is that they believe it to be a rival gang of criminals rather than the DEA. The hired guns face the agents in a warehouse as the episode comes to a close. The way that Reacher's history with U.S. Army investigators informs his narrative and character development is significant to the storytellers. He must decide how far he can let things go before forfeiting his opportunity to bring about the justice he wants for a slain colleague. For this reason, it was crucial that the series disclose his initial meeting with Quinn and Dominique. This episode explores Dominique Cole's past and her cause of death. The flashback reveals that Reacher was initially a lone wolf in the Army, which is his most distinctive character attribute. In any case, General Gardner, his mentor, pairs him with Dominique Cole, the title character. She impresses Reacher with her ability to observe and deduce at their first meeting. Reacher's admiration for her increases throughout the episode. Quinn sends her to arrest him on her own when they have finally proven their case against him. He does this to support her in her profession and to demonstrate his belief in her abilities, but it was a deadly error. Dominique exposes viewers to Reacher's distinct moral compass. Thus far, Reacher's adversaries have been those who are connected to criminal justice institutions. In both seasons 1 and 2, he had to deal with dishonest police officers. Therefore, having a fast trigger finger was essential to his survival. People that aren't as protected are involved in this season. It is possible that every individual that Reacher has slain thus far could have been taken into custody, charged with a crime, or even turned over to the government. Even so, he is still able to administer deadly punishment when he feels like it. This worries Villanueva. But she supports Reacher doing whatever the hell he wants, despite protests to the contrary because of Duffy's guilt about lying to Teresa prior to her kidnapping.